Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again, and today we're going to go ahead and look at some of the new skills that are going to be coming out in the Path of Exile's Ascension. So this current one that you're looking at here is called Earthquake, and we'll talk more about it here shortly. But I just wanted to give you guys a little video demonstration of what it looks like from the Path of Exile forums. And there's two other ones we're going to be talking about. One of them is Ice Trap, which is a new trap that's coming out. It kind of looks like Ice Crash on a trap though. And one last one is a support gem called Cluster Trap. And I'll show you guys that as well here very shortly. So first off, I do want to say visually, Path of Exile has gotten much better in terms of just, really making players want to try a skill out just by the visuals. So that's one thing that's really cool. Ice Trap is like beautiful too, which we're going to go into here in a good second. These will both be linked for you guys. They're about a week old, so they're nothing too special, but I'll have them linked for you guys at the end. Alright, so here what you can see is, this is a trapper that is indeed... Oh, is this quality up to date? It is. What the hell, load? I don't know why it's not loading, it looks like shit. Anyway, you can see Ice Trap here. Visually, it's beautiful. You can see he's actually using Cluster Trap. If you see, it throws them in a random arrangement or a random placement based around where you aimed, if that makes sense. So it can go like vertical, horizontal, diagonal, I guess. And I think it lays 4 or 5 traps. Now the cool thing about this is in this expansion that we're getting, you could call it, we are getting an option to basically pick subclasses, which we talked about in previous videos a while ago. And one of the subclasses on here, which I'm pretty sure you might even be able to see him using, I could be wrong there, allows all of your traps to detonate at the same time when one of them is basically hit. And this works out really well for Cluster Trap, because since the AoEs are so close to each other, like since the traps are so close, if a target hits one and they all go off, it's 5 times damage on that one target. That's not porn, I promise. We're not going to look at that. Anyway, let's go back and talk about one thing about Cluster Trap, which is so beautiful about it. So if you notice, he is up on a ledge. Let me see, is it over here when he does it? I think it's right there. If you look, he just threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traps, but that's not the cool part. The cool part is he threw them from up to down. For people who don't know, multi-trap is unable to do this. Multi-trap gets obstructed by even like a fucking piece of shit on the floor. The traps for some reason have to get absorbed in this shit and they cannot fly over it. So this is like not only a quality of life buff, this is like insane. Like it's great. Like, you can actually fucking use multi-trap. Well, I don't know about multi-trap, but Cluster Trap can actually be used. And that's super, super cool. The other awesome thing is if you look at the cooldown on his Ice Trap. Look how quick it's refreshing. In the expansion, we are given more opportunities and more availability to obtaining trap cooldown recovery alongside with... I forgot what I was going to say. We're just going to say alongside with and end it there. But yeah, we get more trap cooldown recovery. Oh yeah, I was going to say alongside with, I think Cluster Trap has a 2-second cooldown like Lightning Trap. So these are both really, really, really cool. And I'm super stoked to see them. Now, I will say some of my issues with some of the skills is, let's look at Earthquake here. Now they were saying for Earthquake that you can only have one fissure down at once, meaning you hit the floor, the earthquake comes, and it goes boom, and it like implodes or explodes, whatever you want to call it. It's another skill similar to Ice Crash in the sense of they want to move away from attack speed. Now, I think this is mechanically really cool. My biggest issue with this skill is that if you're unable to put on supports like Multi-Strike, or I guess you could use faster attacks, but it's not really going to be anywhere near as good because there's no point. My biggest issue again was, if you're scaling one gigantic raw hit, you have a very good chance of dying to Reflect. If you're playing on the left side of the tree, which is probably where it's going to be focused, you're most likely not going crit, but I'm sure people will do like Pillar of the Cage God, or sorry, Hegemony's Era, Earthquake, one-shot the screen. But again, if you're scaling off of like one hit to like kill the whole screen, there's a good chance you're going to kill yourself to Reflect. So mechanically, I'm very scared about how this is going to be introduced, because it seems like it's so much fun. Like Morohi right now, Morohi is a weapon that has like a 0.98 or a 0.99 attacks per second, but I believe it's a two-ended weapon that comes built in with like level 10 or level 15 increased AoE, which is awesome, because it's like a 7 link, and this would complement it perfectly. So that is my one biggest fear with the skill. Visually, it looks awesome. You know, obviously it's an AOE skill, so you don't really need the unarmed. You can instead scale AOE like in Witch or Templar or even Scion. And it's kind of like it almost. I don't know if you can hit the ground and it goes out, or if you have to hit a target. Hopefully, we don't have to name lock because all melees want to be able to kite in some type of way, right? As for Ice Trap, you know, visually it looks 10 out of 10. The cooldown rate on Ice Trap looks awesome, meaning maybe you could actually use it as a main skill. Like maybe you don't need to have 3 different trap types. Maybe you could just use like Ice Trap, and then you could make like, I don't know, a Cold Snap setup for single target, or you could use like maybe Arctic Breath, or I don't know, something else. But that's really cool to see a cold skill finally being introduced for traps. But more importantly, again, the quality of life buff to trappers in the Ascension patch allows for more trap cooldown recovery and just better, I guess, fluidity of playing traps themselves. So I'm super stoked for this expansion, and I told you guys, you know, months ago I was super ready for it. I've been playing PoE for a month now, a little bit over a month since I came back. I'm still really excited for it. I'm not bored or anything, so that's a really good sign. Anyway, though, that's gonna be it for me. Again, if you guys want to see, I'll have both of these forum posts linked in the description. Give me like 10-15 minutes. YouTube doesn't like it when I try to put it at the beginning. It says, LOL, you are a spammer. Please, no. So, I'll catch you guys later. If you like the stream, or if you like the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can always catch me streaming live at twitch.tv/Pohx. Have a wonderful go. Fuck, man, I'm so bad at these outros. So have a wonderful time, and I'll see you guys all later. P.S. Write down which one you're more hyped for in the comments below. Let me know. Have a good one, boys.